Yep, we're live. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get him in frame. Come here. There. Oh, well, you got the tip of his ear. Dante has come in for his snuggle. So, all right. So we are here to do the hidden power of the Bible. Oh, I've almost got him. The hidden power of the Bible. Let's do the housekeeping. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. We, the website is creativelife.org. The constant contact email, info@creativelife.org. We get you one email a week, tells you what's going on for the week and the month, and the hot links are hot. So click here now means it. It is also a blind CC, so you won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us, because nobody will see your email. And when I say one a week, I mean that. Outside of the fact that we do live on the Gulf Coast, and it is hurricane season. So it's almost always, it's when something unusual happens, which in our area is almost always weather related. So, and then I mentioned the social media from the standpoint of we do not monetize it. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead, go like, subscribe, follow based on which platform you're on, and engage with the individual post by reacting, commenting, and sharing. It bumps us in the algorithms. More people see our stuff. And as you heard Reverend Jesse say on Sunday, it makes us look more impressive. So if you can do that. And we are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark, and I'm the running Reverend Ryan on all of the social medias that I am on. So, yeah. And besides, if you subscribe to YouTube, then it'll let you know when I upload the Sunday service. So that's a reason to do it. Okay, now, don't know where that's coming from. All right, so the hidden power of the Bible used to be called the Bible in Live Religious Science. I like to point out it is not a very big book, and the Bible is an enormous library. So he just pulled out what he thinks are the most relevant to us today, which means he's mostly focused on the teachings of Jesus. We've already done the creation story. We've already done, the fall. We've done a little bit of Moses because he says Moses was the lawgiver. And he is now focused pretty much on Jesus. We are currently, I believe, in Matthew 11 because... And focused on the teachings of Jesus, like what Jesus actually said. So, okay. We're going to do 2 articles today because the third one is huge. So that one will probably get its own time slot tomorrow. Ooh, I think I need to charge my lamp. All right. So we are going to do the power at the heart of God today. Which starts with the statement, peace is the power at the heart of God. It is through the revelation of the self to the self that one understands life, that they approach the power which is at the heart of God. This comes through the recognition of the unity of the individual with the spirit back of it, in and through all. That's the second step of treatment. The first step of treatment is recognizing that there is one power. The second step is recognizing that you are part of that power, which means you have the right to use that power. So if peace is at the center, and honestly, I can see that because to get most things done, peace is very helpful. All right. The problem of philosophy is to unite the infinite with the finite, to join the abstract with the concrete, to find a meeting place between the absolute and the relative, to unify with first cause. The same problem confronts religion and is indeed its whole purpose, to unify humanity with God. This is... Okay. The whole purpose is to. This is also true of science, but from a different angle. Science seeks to join causes with effects, and by so doing, to make practical use of its knowledge. Science is really spiritual, while philosophy leads to true religion. science is the handmaiden of religion and philosophy. And I know a whole lot of scientists that would disagree with that. They would tell you that science doesn't have anything to do with religion or philosophy. And honestly, because religion has been used for crowd control, and philosophy is somebody's opinion. It may be a well-educated opinion, but it's still somebody's opinion about life. But science is about understanding cause and effects. And if you really want to understand what's going on in your life, understanding cause and effects really kind of important. Because cause and effects do rule our lives, especially when we are unaware of the effects that we are causing. Like, we see we see that our life looks a certain way, but we are not sure how it got that way. At which point we want to go back and investigate causes and effects. And I can see why he says that philosophy can lead to true religion. I belong to the Philosophy Friday group, and what I love about the Philosophy Friday group is exactly that we sit around and we talk. And yes, it's everybody's opinion, but sometimes somebody will say something and you're like, oh, I hadn't thought of it that way. So that is the benefit of combining the three. Regardless of what scientists and, religious people and philosophers say, if we can get the three of them to work together, we might get somewhere. All right. So the other article that we're going to do today is The Great Search. Okay. The world seeks a solution to its great riddle, the apparent separation between God and humanity, between life and what it does, between the invisible and the visible, between the Father and the Son. And until this riddle is solved, there can be no peace. Peace is an inner calm, stable and certain, obtained through humanity's knowledge of what they believe and why. Peace does not mean that things aren't messy. That's why he says it's an inner calm. Peace is within you, even when it's not around you. And when you have peace within you, it's a whole lot easier to deal with whatever is going on outside of you. So that's one of the, like he says, peace is the power at the center of God. Well, if you can tap into that, you can handle just about anything. Or, and here's the other thing, if you are peaceful at your center, then there are a whole lot of things that you won't have to handle. Because they won't happen. Or you will look at them and go, yep, nope, and walk off. So, it's not up to you to fix other people's messes. And when you are in that peace, then you realize you don't have to. So, all right. I do like that definition. An inner calm. Stable and certain. Without knowledge, there is no lasting peace. Nothing can bring peace but the revelation of the individual to themselves and a recognition of their direct relationship to the universe. They must know that they are an eternal being on the pathway of life, with certainty behind them, certainty before them, and certainty accompanying them all the way. And I think part of that is, they must know that they're an eternal being. Because when you know that you are an eternal being, it's easier to let the finite mess go. Because, this mess only lasts for so long. Any mess is only going to last for so long. They're generally not self-sustaining. I was watching, when I like to watch cleaning videos while I'm editing the center's our Sunday service, and or maybe it was something I was reading, the drama triangle. No, maybe I was reading about the drama triangle, and I just kind of went, and now I wish I'd written it down, because the drama triangle was really interesting. When I heard that, I was like, oh, okay. Because the drama triangle can feed on itself. So when you take yourself out of the drama triangle, it will collapse because it doesn't have anything to feed on. So, at least in your experience, there are other people maybe feeding the drama triangle, but you are not. So, and that's what I'm saying about knowing that you are an eternal being, is then sometimes you can just let what's going on here roll off your back, because it won't last forever, but you will. So, all right. Peace is brought about through a conscious unity of the personal person with the inner principle of their life. That understanding current, the underlying current, flowing from the divine center, pressing ever outward into expression. But this can never come by proxy. We can hire others to work for us, to care for our physical needs, but no one can live for us. This we have to do for ourselves. It's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Or the finger pointing at the moon. Frequently, people are so busy looking at the finger that they never notice the moon. So when it comes to peace, you can take all of the classes that you want. You can do all of the spiritual practices that you want. But until you are ready to do it, to practice peace for yourself, it's like, I can put all the guideposts out. I can hold your hand, but I can't make you peaceful. I can tell you all of the stories, but I can't make you peaceful. It's you recognizing who you are. You recognizing that you are a beloved expression of the divine. That's where peace comes from. It comes from within. Just like joy and happiness come from within. It is an inside job. It is an inside job. It is about knowing who you are and recognizing your place in the dance of life. Recognizing that in the dance of life, you have the most amazing partner. The most amazing partner that will let you lead if you want to, but is there to guide your steps when you are willing to take the guidance. And I mean, you really couldn't ask for a better dance partner. So, all right, beloveds, I'm going to move on to the process of my day and go plug in my lamp because it needs to be charged. It is not a bright light. So I'm going to now encourage you to have a great day, wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day. Let's get this week started off right. Day A, be aware of the heat day. The high is only supposed to be 98, but that means the feels like are going to be over triple digits. So drink plenty of water day. Cuddle your fur babies day. Do something just for yourself day. Make sure you make time to sit down and rest day. Do something for somebody else day. That is definitely a dopamine boost there. Read something just for fun day. Hey, think about joining Jesse's Essential Ernest Holmes class day. Because it starts tonight. Be with your community day. Do what you got to do day. A good day. And if that is too much pressure, because occasionally it is, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark, spirit in motion, God in action, an absolutely beautiful masterpiece, and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. I was wondering if I remembered to take my medication this morning, and I think I just answered my own question. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. So explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. And from there, anything is possible. Anything at all is possible. All right, beloveds. As I said, moving on to the process of my day. Reverend David should be on sometime this afternoon. I'll be back with you in that 9, 9, 15 hour space. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved.